Good evening. Welcome, one and all. Jump on in here. We got some ground to cover tonight. We're on Baccarat for right now. Want to keep showing it, keep getting questions. Ken, hello there. Mike C. How you doing? Chuck Ritter, always, sir. Welcome. William Latta, a pleasure. King William. Harvey, King Harvey. Thank you, sir. Welcome in. Let's get some more in the house, and then we'll get started on a couple of things, and I'll cover some business with everyone. Trish Graves, hello. How's everything's up north side of the border tonight? Nice to hear from you. Mark Myers, how you doing? Gil, welcome aboard, Gil. You're in the house. Booyah! Come on in. That's right, the water is fine. You got that right. Welcome aboard. Let's see if we can get some more in the house before I start talking and start working. It's freezing cold north of the border. I bet so. Trish, just answer me one yes or no, because I'm not sure if you live in a log cabin out in the woods or if you lived in a high-rise condo in town or what. Do you have a fireplace that's full of fire tonight, or are you using conventional heat to try to stay warm up there? Gordon Parker, hey, buddy. Welcome aboard. Booyah. Cup of hot chocolate will cure that. You got that right. Excuse me. That's a good thing to have. It was 0 here in the heartland this morning, and I think it's 2 or 3 right now. But we're going to get through it. This is January. It's winter, and this is the way it is. Sometimes we have a mild winter, and other times it comes back normal. Conventional heat, Trish. Okay, well, I hope it's working. I hope it's working for you. Ted Rogers, I know. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. In the mail today. You already counted in because I don't delay it. Things are in progress. They're in progress. It's kind of like in a company, accounts receivable. Accounts receivable using accrual accounting, and we always count it and go ahead. And we add into EBITDA, and we'll add in the accounts payable and figure out the worth. But I'll talk to you more about that as we go, because I got great plans for that. George Loyola, hello. Mike Steinfeld, such a pleasure, sir. Kevin Sprouse, good evening. My 9-share owner, welcome aboard. We're up to 39. I met some nice folks, old friends of mine here in Bloomington tonight, and they might be joining us. They talked to me about the live show, and so perhaps they will join. We are, there she is. So because you came on board, Gene, I'll flip this thing around so you can see how bad I look here. I got the King's hat on. This is the King coming from the palace. The Bloomington folks are on board here. That's always nice to have. Because we do, oh no, Mike C, I definitely will. I'm late getting back on emails. I'm late getting back on comments. I had a busy day today, plus I had oral surgery today. Had to get that done. No, Gene, this is kind of like the tango in Scent of a Woman. There's no mistakes in the tango. You just tango on. That's what we do. William Latta, the temp soared to 28 today in South Carolina. How cozy it is down there, huh? Wow. Okay, so this is the kingdom, and we're spanning the globe. We go from Australia to the Netherlands and we cut over to Ireland, and we cut over to north of the border to Canada, and I'm looking for something in the Pacific, and we come all the way down into the lower 48 to where we are at the center of the universe, what I like to call Bloomington, Indiana. This is where everything emanates from. I'm at the top of the palace on the east side of town right now in the Red Room, where I am firmly ensconced as usual. And Gordon Parker's asking, Trish, where do you live? Manitoba or closer to Winnipeg? You got to tell him where you are, Trish, because we're all interested in Trish and how she's doing, and she's coming in with a solid buy-in of the IPO. And so we're going from there. She's in Mississauga. Okay, that's something I don't know. West of Toronto. Okay, so now we know where that is. All right, so let's talk about where we're going now. We're up to 21 in the IPO. We are just crossing the $20,000 mark. We're going toward 100,000, where we'll be nice and comfortable. And I'll update you on something here. When we get to 100,000, you see the power of that is we can have a loss, and it doesn't matter. And it won't even count, actually, because if we have a loss, we're going to have wins throughout the week, and the yields that I'm going to distribute are based on wins, not based on losses. The losses were not going to matter. So I will play the D'Alembert structure going from 1,000 when we're there, and just say we're losing all of them. Let's just say that we ran into the buzzsaw loss. So I bet 1,000 we lose, I bet 2,000 we lose, I bet 3,000 and we lose. Thank you, Mike Steinfeld. I just saw the Zelle payment come in. Thank you. And we lose at 3,000. Then we're going to D'Alembert, continuing up in $250 increments, 4 increments up. So we will go up to 4,000. And if we lose at 4, we go to 5. So now we've lost 4 hands in a row. If we lose the 5th, we've lost 5 in a row. Now what I'm going to look at is okay, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what we're down. So we're down 15,000. Do I want to pursue with one more D'Alembert? I'm going to tell you I do. And so I'm going to go D'Alembert's up to 20, because if we catch it, we're going to catch it. We're going to lower by 3 units, 750, as you guys know, and we're going to battle it out. But if we go above 20, I'm going to pull the plug and say this isn't the day. And it doesn't count against anybody, because we still have 80,000 solidly in our bankroll. And I'm going to make money off the 80,000 the rest of the week, because we know the losses are not going to come that severe. And we're going to pay yields off of the wins. So it really doesn't matter what's going on with the bankroll. It matters, do we stay in the game and do we keep winning? And I'm going to keep winning for us. So Frank St. Almond, he's also west of Toronto. You see what we're talking about? This kingdom spans the globe. We're out there everywhere, and we have members everywhere. And Gordon Parker, we got to talk about what we're going to do, okay? Percentage of profits, are we going to roll over money or not? But we don't have to do that right now. We don't need to get ahead of our ski tips, if I'm speaking in Canadian. We don't need to get out in front of our skis. We can discuss that, because we're going to decide on everything as a group. And this is the IPO, the initial private offering that you guys are part of. And of course, as we're approaching 1 February, that's when we're going to be kings and queens only. You're going to have to be a subscribed member at $3.99 a month to get the shows, and you'll get them all. We're going to post them all. You can go back and look at them all, and I'll be posting them all. But as of 1 February, you're going to have to be subscribed and joined at the $3.99 level, or be in the IPO, one or the other. You can be in the IPO for as low as $250 or as high as $10,000. So it's your choice how you get in at. And so we're going to do that. Gary is right. 20 units is a good limit. I'm going to be able to draw it, because that's the power of money and the power of brains. And right now we got the brains. We know how to play, but we need the power of the full amount of money to do the things we're doing. So I'm going to show you again tonight. So we are congratulating all the 21 members that we have in the IPO right now at varying levels. We got money in from Patrick over in Netherlands today, and we got money coming from Trish in Canada, and we have lots of money coming from all around the lower 48, all into, as I refer to, Bloomington, Indiana, the center of the universe, and I'm sitting on the top of it, on the 3rd floor of the Red Room, here in the palace. And you got the king. Hey, Joseph Gorecki, nice to see you. And I'm going to be giving more emails. I'm way behind. My bad on all of this. Soup Campbell got after me today about being so far behind, so I will catch up. The kingdom is in the Western Canada, 2 in Kitmat, BC North. Awesome. Love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this is Baccarat. The 10 count cards are zeros. The other cards count face value. Closest to 9 wins. The difference between this and blackjack is that you can play either side. You can play the banker or you can play the player. And also the difference is the ties don't hurt you. And if you were looking at this as roulette, there is no 0 or double 0. So this is kind of like roulette without a 0 double 0, excepting this hand, Baccarat does chop a little bit more than roulette. But we will see. You never know from each time when these cards are being dealt how it is. Let's try to get, we're going to go no bets, see if we can get 2 winners in a row. We're looking to win $200. That's a win by the player there. We didn't have a bet there. We got 51,000. I'm going to try to show that we can win $200 because that's what I'm winning each time at the casino right now. I'm playing nice and modestly, protecting our bankroll. So there is a player win, and we'll see how this goes tonight. And there is 2 player wins. So we're going to start with a $100 bet on the banker, knowing that this will be a 5% commission payment because the banker gets a 5% commission if it wins. So we will see how that goes. We got the banker right now, first play, and there's a loss. So now the player has won 3 in a row. We're going to double this bet up on the banker. And the banker won. But we won $190. We did not win $200 because of the commissions. But you can see we're up $90 right now. The banker has won 1. So we're going to have a no bet here. I'm still standing behind the people, just watching the game go by. And now the banker has won 2, so we go with the player for $100. And here we are, player bet, $100. And there's our money. That's how hard it was. We're up 190 though. So what I'm going to say is, let's have some fun. Let's win $10. We all know that the edge in this game is 1.06 if you're playing the banker. It's 1.24 is the edge you're playing against if you're playing the player. But you could just ride it out on 1 and hope to go. So here you go. Let's just play $10 on the player, and we'll just martingale the crap out of it because we're trying to get to $51,200 exactly. Well, it didn't take very much. This is what I'm telling you about the selection criteria that I have here. I'll let you get another look at my ugly face. The selection criteria that I have here does a solid way of picking the bet that we're going to make, and it's backed up by the solid French mathematician's structure, Jean d'Alembert, which we added our own modifications to. So we have modified the d'Alembert structure to protect ourselves. And I am looking forward to getting to the $1,000 level. We're at the $100 level bets right now, but we're going to the 1,000. We're going to creep up on it as we're increasing our bankroll. So, oh my goodness, Gilbert, that's terrible. How could that happen? I'm not sure. You say you ran 90 simulations and you lost 20 units 3 times. I'm not sure what that means. You lost 20 units. I'm not sure what you were playing in units or how you played it, but we're going to have to be careful about that and watch what was going on. And I'll look for more reports from you as you run more simulations. I like everybody running simulations. I'd love to see 20 of us in for $100,000, close it down, and great close club. That is my wish. Make it happen, King. Okay. I mean, I'm all for it. I would like to have the kingdom have a bankroll of $100,000, and I'd like to win $7,000 a week and divide it up by yield based on the weighted value of each individual's shares, because some are going to have more shares than others, and so they get the part that they get. But you can email me at kingsclubroulette@gmail.com, or you can email me at my personal email, radarinc@gmail.com. And that radar has a Y in it, RAYDARINC, at gmail.com. You can also call or text me, 812-325-9496. And that way we have 3 ways of communication in addition to adding comments on the site, on the YouTube site, so that everybody can talk to me at any time. I am very interested. I'm seeing Gil talking about 90 simulations today. That kind of work, I'm very Oh, shoot. Yeah, that microphone turned off again. Thanks, Chuck. Um, Sometimes when I flip the camera around, the microphone turns off. It's not that I do it, it's that the system does it itself. Sorry. But yeah, William Ladder's talking about replenishing the bankroll if we lose the 20. This is going to be discussions that we're going to have. Do we want to hold up the yields and replenish the bankroll, or do we want to just press on, or do we want to go to 50% yields distributed? So we'll see how it goes. William Ladder's, I know, you're going to sleep because you can't even hear me. Okay, I hope the sound is back on now. You guys got the greatest sense of humor. Harvey, um, do you have shares invested as well and taking a percentage? Just curious. No, I do not have that right now, but because I don't want to be taking part of anything right now. I want to be making my full contribution to everything. But my first contribution is going to be $5,000, and I'll be talking to you guys when I do it. And I'll put in 5, and then I will put in 10, and that's the amounts that I'm going to be doing to try to help push us to the 100,000 mark. So I am prepared to do that. But it is the equipment, right? That's what she said, William. It's the equipment, buddy. I hear that a lot. But yeah, as we push toward 100,000, I'll be jumping in then, and you'll know that I have the same share as everybody else. $250 share times however many shares I go in for the initial play of $5,000, and followed with 10, however I do it. But glad it's back on, Chuck. That gets ridiculous. I don't even notice that microphone's got the line through it until you guys mention it. You know, Gene, they used to tell me that when I was back in radio back in the old days, and I said the equipment is faulty, the maintainer would come out and say that there was a short between the headset. That is another way of saying operator error. But one of the jokes of the maintenance crowd that was coming around. So it's nice to have Gene Emery in the crowd tonight from Bloomington. And anytime you want to come join us, Gene, you're very welcome. This is a wonderful, robust group of patriotic Americans and patriotic Canadians and patriotic Netherlanders and Irish and Australians. And they are from around the world, all wanting to do the same thing. And that is beat that dreaded casino. The casino is the place where they smile as they're putting the knife in your back. And they put a knife in the poor people's back more often than not. The rich people that come in, they throw money around, they laugh, they play games, they lose their money, and they go home. It's okay. The poor people come in, I've seen them, quivering hands and losing their money and breaking their marriages and losing their homes. And I get angry. And I want us to make them pay. And I want us to get our money spread amongst our kingdom. I do this because I can't stand casinos. I can't stand gambling. I like investing, and we have found an opportunity here in Baccarat where I have developed a series of sequences of how to play, a series of bets on how to stay safe and recover, and we're going to keep doing it. And Gene Emery, welcome back. We do this 9 o'clock every night. Aussie Luke, there you go. Come and gamble in Australia and pay no tax. You can't beat that, can you? Man, I tell you, Aussie Luke, that's the deal. That is the true deal. I'm not paying taxes here either, though, because of the way I do it. I do play very clandestinely. I play very anonymously. I don't sit at the table. I don't draw any attention. But when we are putting the yellow chip out there, when we're betting $1,000, it could get some attention out there in Vegas. I actually don't think it will because of how they operate out there, but we will see. So thank you to all of you for tonight. God bless you all. So this is From the Kingdom here in Bloomington, Indiana, the center of the universe. As I say, I'm the center of where everybody else is around. I love you all. Please like the video just so YouTube will think that I'm doing okay, even if I'm not. And I appreciate you all. I'll be back at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. I'll be answering emails and answering comments on the YouTube channel and answering text messages and whatever it is as we go forward. I think that everybody is seeing that the strategy of playing Baccarat is very, very solid, and we're going to do it. So good night, Trish. Stay warm up there. Booyah. Later on, Michael Steinfeld, God bless you. And the angel's doing just fine. He's running the crypto for us, and he's got that just one token for your investment, J1T FYI, that we developed here. And he's got it going good for us. And amen, Gordon Parker. Welcome, sir. Glad to have you. So, for the king, tonight, until tomorrow night, 9 p.m., I bid you adieu.